Hi, this is Meagan Michael. I am your intuitive health coach coming to you from breaking free from toxic people and breaking free from narcissistic abuse. But not really. But yeah. All right. So why don't I create content anymore like I used to? Why don't I create content talking about narcissistic abuse and narcissistic mothers and toxic people? And I can tell you, and that's what you're going to learn in this video, why, along with a situation that just occurred to me with me today, with a friend, and we'll get to that in a moment, who's still in the victim mentality and doesn't understand why I won't interact. So we're going to talk about that today. All right, so it's important to realize that we are not victims anymore. We are not victims anymore. Once we are aware and awake and aware of what has been transpiring, what has happened, all right, then we can turn our attention to to good feeling thoughts. I think I'm getting it. What am I saying? Okay. There's two ways to look at this. I, as you watch my old videos, right, dug deep and kept digging and digging and digging to understand why was I attracting? Why, like, oh my gosh, this was a pattern, and it wasn't their fault. It was my fault because it's a pattern. So, but yet they were abusing me. But how was it my pattern? And I saw all of that. It took me a long time, but at once I did dig. All right. Now Abraham Hicks' teachings talks about that the more you dig, the more you find. There's no bottom to a hole. As you keep digging, you'll continue to unearth more. So I've chosen to remove my attention from what was and focus on what feels good and what I feel now and what I want for my future going forward. And none of it has anything to do with the past. None of it. Nothing I'm doing now or plan on doing in the future has anything to do with being abused, with narcissistic mothers, with manipulative people, okay? Unless I do something like this where I'm explaining to you why it is that I don't focus on that anymore. And Spirit's called me to talk about that, which is why I'm making this video. And I'm still, wow. Okay, so starting last January 1st, actually, I set a boundary, and I'm really good with boundaries now. I set boundaries all the time. There's not even something to think about. It just happens naturally, which is great because in the past, a boundary was a terrifying thing. I didn't even know what it meant. Seriously, a few years ago when I heard the word boundary, I'm like, what does that even mean? I bet a lot of you feel that way right now as you're watching this, okay? And so, by the way, I'm on my way out to go walk and go to the gym and exercise and stuff. But I just really felt compelled right now to share this right now with you in this now moment. Hang on. If we continue to focus on what was, then our point of attraction, see, the law of attraction is a law. It's a universal law. Like the law of gravity on this planet, it's a law. It's a fact. So the law of attraction just is. You don't have to like it or not like it. It doesn't matter. You are going to attract whatever your point of attraction is. We're magnets. We're magnets. All right? So let me see if I can make this a little bit clearer, this camera. All right, so we're magnets. I've heard that the law of attraction is victim blaming. It feels that way to a victim. It may feel that way, but when you recognize that you have control over your own life, that you create your own reality, you do, then it just takes some work to get over the fact that, well, man, I was really a victim. I was a vibrational match to rape. I was a vibrational match to abuse. I was in a vibrational match to, the list goes on. It's kind of endless, okay? And I've been there, and I won't take down my past videos, at least not at this time, because I know people are still resonating with them, and it's still bringing people closer to their healing. And that's what's really important. Okay, recognizing for me, not everybody has to recognize it. I had to recognize what happened. I had to know because my brain works very actively, thinks fast. I had to understand why. But the underlying cause, even if you don't want to sift through all the parents and the partners and the what did I do, what did he, honestly, you don't have to do any of that. You just have to raise your vibration, raise your vibration, focus on things that make you feel good and appreciation and gratitude. Stay on the highest as much as you can. Always aim for the highest end of the emotional scale. And you will see that you will begin to attract more and more of what you truly want into this reality. If you continue, once you understand and you get it, okay? And I understand that you want to get it. And if you're watching this video, then you're with me right now. So I get it. You want to understand what happened to you. Okay, but you do now. You do. And now, believe it or not, if you can let it go. Like, let it go. Like I let go of all my old videos. Let it go. Let it go because that's not who I am now. And it doesn't have to be who you are now either. Okay, people talk about being a victim. And then you're a survivor. But do you want to really live as a survivor? Merely surviving your whole life? You want that label? Do you want to be... the only thing you want to be in this whole life is someone who survived something. There's so much more to you than that. There's so much more to you. You were born, you're here, you incarnated with a purpose, probably with many purposes. All right? And the more that we allow ourselves to be true to ourselves, to speak our authenticity, to live in our authentic message, and to release all of that shit from the past. Release it and let it go. Move forward. Move forward. Move forward. Move toward. Move. You don't have to run away from anymore. It's gone. It's gone. If it's not gone for you, then you need to deal with something, but it's not what I'm talking about here, okay? I mean, if like you have somebody at home that's about to kill you with a gun or something, then call for help. And if you're not ready to call for help, then you're not really ready for the solution either, okay? But it's going the wrong way. I want to turn this around. So don't run from, like I'm running away from, I'm a survivor, I'm always running from. No, you're not. I'm not. Are you? Are you always want to be running from something? And just barely surviving and hidden in some small town somewhere, not letting anybody know where you are, fake names and whatever else, just so nobody ever finds you again. Okay, it's valid. It's valid. You can do it. You can do it if you want to. But there comes a point where you may choose to step into yourself, step into your authenticity, and be who you truly are. Be who you were born to be. Move toward. So instead of running from, you walk toward, move toward what it is that you truly want. Move toward who it is that you truly are. Move toward and feel good. Look around you. Focus on what you love. Focus on what you love. And you might look around yourself and see a lot of things that you don't love. You don't want, remove your attention from that and focus on this, anything. The simple, I happen to love this green pen. I like the color. I like the story behind it, where I got it, which is irrelevant right now, but you'll see it in another video. I like this pen very much. It writes really well. It's a nice size and it's very bold color, so it catches my eye. I don't lose it, and it holds my attention. Anyway, you see my point is that I am looking for all the things that I love about this pen. Or this mouse. It's a brand new mouse. I'm so excited. I love this mouse. It has nice new fresh batteries and it's a nice... Find what feels good to you and put your attention on it. And it is a law. It is a fact. The law of attraction will bring you more of what is a vibrational match to you. So if you're feeling good, even if it's about a pen, even it's as simple as a pen, or as simple as, I don't wear nail polish, but I really love this nail polish, such a pretty color, or how about I really like my fingerprints. They're really interesting. Fingerprints are so interesting, aren't they? Whatever it is, just focus your attention on those things, and it's going to take practice. I promise you it's going to take some practice, because we're so used to focusing on what we don't like about ourselves, mostly about ourselves, because anything that we find in others that we're critical about, it's really a reflection of us, how we feel about ourselves. All right, so it's going to take work, And if you want coaching, I'm available. Your Intuitive Health Coach. You can find me on Facebook. I also have a website, yourintuitivehealthcoach.com. All right. I also do readings and psychic intuitive readings, and that might benefit some of you, maybe not all of you. Some of you might benefit more with coaching. Whatever works for you. Whatever works for you. You don't have to fit into anybody else's reality or fit into anybody else's mold of what is or right and wrong. Let go of all those labels. Let go of abused, victim, survivor. Let go of the labels and just you be you. You be you. You be you. And those of you who are ready for this message are hearing it right now and you're feeling it right here in your heart center. You know it's your truth. And if you're not ready for the message yet, that's okay. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. That's okay too. Because you know what? You are loved, you are worthy, and you are not alone. All right, so I will see you again. I have more things to talk about. And I do want to talk about what do you do when your friends that you've been interacting with for a long time, who are used to exchanging negative stories and past drama, when you no longer say, when you cut them off like that, not cut them off, but when you raise your vibration and you intentionally create your reality and you're saying no more, that's not my reality. I don't want to talk about drama all the time. I am removing myself. I'm removing my attention from that. And so it will cause some tension or some conversation. That's what it is. It'll cause some conversation with some friendships, and some friendships may just end altogether. That just may happen, and that's okay too. But we're going to talk more about that in the very next video, so stay tuned. That's going to come really soon. So again, my name is Meagan Michael. I thank you for joining me this morning I'm about to go to the gym, fabulous casual look, but you know what? That's how Spirit connects with me. That's how I am inspired, and I need to connect with you while I'm inspired, regardless of what my physicalness looks like at this time. And that's always a challenge for, not always, but it can be a challenge for some people. I'm one of those people. You know, you want to look nice on video, but if I don't spit out the message, if I don't share it with you when I'm passionate about it, when Spirit is urging me to share with you the content, then I won't do it. And I need to do it. I need to reach those of you who I'm reaching right now. So I'm going to leave this with you here. Stay tuned for the next amazing video on what to do after breaking free from narcissistic abuse. Namaste.